plastic.
Can you dig?
Dope on plastic. What's the charge, town? Dope on plastic.
Can you dig?
Dope on plastic. Dope on plastic.
Can you dig?
Dope on plastic.
Can you dig?
Dope on plastic.
Can you dig?
Dope on plastic. Dope on plastic. Dope on plastic.
Can you dig?
Dope on plastic.
Can you dig?
Dope on plastic.
Can you dig?
Dope on plastic.
Hey, I think we're gonna play a little bit of this next one here. Hey, yo, JD, what's happening, man? Gonna play a little bit of this next track, and I'm gonna get on with it. That's actually from a an old Gary Newman album, I think. Unless that's new. Well, I think that's actually from a couple of days ago that popped up. A new Gary Newman album. It's an instrumental album, but this is the first track on it. 2 days ago, I thought this popped up in the algorithm because it was old. Anyways, that sounds pretty good. It doesn't sound good for you guys because of the stupid freaking filters. Yeah, a couple of days ago, it looks like that got released or at least uploaded, and that's all I'm seeing. So maybe it's an old one, but Splinter instrumental album, Gary Newman. Check it out. Maybe I can maybe I can just grab a link to that. It's actually I was listening to it yesterday while I was working on something, and let's go ahead and throw that in the chat. Anybody needs some drive-in tunes? Right. Need some work tunes. It seems like I was listening to that yesterday, and I was like, wow, that's pretty good. I didn't realize, but it was just uploaded there a couple of days ago, dropped in the chat. I know it sounds a lot better when you hear it yourself, I guess, than through shitty music filters set up by Bending Spoons Incorporated. State of address yesterday with President Trump talking about getting rid of government censorship. It's like, wow, I wonder if he can really do that or if it's just going to make things worse or make it worse to make it look like they're trying to do something, but who knows? I don't have much time for today. Wish I could almost drop the join link. We'll see how much I can get through here because there is quite a bit to get through in this Showcase Showdown 2026 of the Mouthhole Wars. Oh man. I think I'm going to get into some clips first. Let's do a bit of a rewind here on our Blazin Barf steps up for the Showcase Showdown Mouthhole Wars 2026. Oh man. Let's go back a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let's start over here. Let's start right there. Before we play this, though, let's see when this was uploaded. July 27th, 2021, on my shorts list, public. No, wait a minute. Here we're gonna have to. I need to get my Thomas muffin. Ooh, she gonna get her Thomas muffin. This is probably a triggered 8.22 triggered level. Maybe we hit that 8.32. That's what we're waiting for on the Liz Moldova situation is I'll start tuning in a little bit more once we hit an 8.32 triggered level. And that's about where we got Blazin here back in 2021 here.
Cox over there telling me that I'm with Thomas Schoenberger and I need to get my Thomas muffin.
Mm-hmm.
Cox over there baiting me about Dave Acton. It's never ending.
So back in that day, I mean, that deflection, I mean, it would have just been better to come out and say, I'm not with the guy. What are you guys thinking? Right? But then we've got, see, the Thomas muffin. I was like, dude, you're acting like you need a Thomas muffin. And that's some coding there. And then more recently, we've got this clip. Let's see.
Does. And call the cops. She's the biggest cop caller. And Aaron, I'm a cop caller. Oh, go figure. Right, Aaron.
So, then this is here a few years back.
County, Ohio Sheriff's Department has just been given the link to this show.
Uh-huh.
The FBI have been informed and ATF have been informed. I'm going to talk to Kim Arnott because I believe she is being set up. I don't give a flying fuck what any of you guys in chat think.
Wow.
So here I go.
I really do actually think that Kim A was possibly being set up, whether or not she knew she was going with some things that she may have known about or not known about, like her big boy, Predward, right? The big guy. Giving him money. Wondering if she really knew she was getting herself into being set up again, maybe by Clovis and Predward, to plant CP on her computer. But the thing is going to bat for Predward, even after his first round of charges drop, kind of going bat to bat for him. Oh, he's innocent this, he's innocent that. But what I find more interesting is when that second round of charges dropped, the second round of paperwork, what was that, like a year apart or something? It's a great design on how to really bust out some infiltrators. But it was after that second drop on Predward is where Kim A had some complications and then passed away. You know, some people think she might have been, let's say, almost like Epstein, and she's in Belize or, you know, Israel, you know, sipping Mai Tais with all the elitists and shit, right? Who knows? But that wake service with, I think, even Predward and Scotty and Laurier and few other people, Sorass, Mikey Sorass, pretty convincing little memorial there for her. Please don't do that for me. just let me slip away into the sunset. Go over the rainbow. As they say in the veterinary world, your animal just went over the rainbow to make it more pleasant. Anyways. Man, that's some tough stuff there. I wonder what will happen. I mean, it would be nice to have a president for once that actually came through on what he said he was going to do. Get rid of government censorship. Wow, amazing. It was some of the, say, within the first few minutes of that state of address yesterday. Not that I'm like going, yay, we finally have a president, right? No, it's all the ped shit. You just don't know what's real or not. And could be all one big psyop to get people to talk about it too, and you're putting yourself on a watch list. Something like that. We're going to do something about government censorship. And yeah, we'll see about the people that are calling the president a ped. How long that lasts. Nothing. I'm like, I advocate for free speech, and there is enough evidence there for people to go, yeah, there's something there. There's something gnarly going on. But there could be also a lot of stacked up bullshit too, and that's what we've been up against. I mean, the NDAA and the Smith-Mundt Act, the Patriot Act and shit after 9/11. I mean, it basically made propaganda legal. But why not use propaganda to see who's going to follow it or, scream it to track those people as extremists or domestic terrorists? And that's why, I know to pick and choose. I haven't talked about this much, but I know to pick and choose my battles on what research or search queries I do. And most of the time, if you guys haven't noticed, I have waited for others. Since, if it's such a great topic, let's see what others have to say about it. Formulate a little bit better of a thesis going on, and then, spit out my opinion. I'm not going to jump at the first thing that comes out in the news and jump on it. It's going to be like, hey, is that, first of all, not a psyop or fake news that they want people to jump on, or their influencers are going to jump on for them to be able to track and flag who's going to follow that narrative. And it's a brilliant plan, because there's dumb enough people in the world that start searching shit, Epstein suicide type thing, right? Even saying that, the algorithm will catch that, and probably, I'll be even more wrenched down in my own chat room with a wrench, basically, or other chat rooms where 90% of my comments aren't even posting, and I'm just trying to speak freely, right? So that type of government censorship, will really see if that goes away, which I think would be pretty interesting. But I think this type of government censorship here, which I find interesting, whether or not this clip we're going to play is, let's say, play fighting or not, for clout, right? Blazin Dean can build up her network clout by trying to blast and play fight back and forth with Scary Terry Joyce. Is that why Blazin Barf had to unsubscribe from my channel? More than likely, right? More than likely. But I believe this is also tied up in court cases to help censorship. So it's, if not, if it's something maybe organic, which I doubt, but if it were to be some like type of organic beef, let them have it out on the internet. Why do you gotta, always court, right? That's been my goal, and I've stated it many times that my goal is to be able to make more videos giving my opinion, and then getting book burned and have to self-censor or whatever, or end up in a court case, right? And so anyways, yeah, but you're not going to see Blazin Dean ending up in a court case with the rodent that she tries to weaponize, using his name. But the thing is, I thought that's what it was all about with him. But ends up that RSO rodent ends up in Glazin's chat room. We've, posted a link to that evidence yesterday. Example A in the description box in part 1. Amazing, where the weaponization of sickos is happening in a hot spot, especially around the pred catchers. And I think talked about it lightly yesterday about the different movements where, the training of the hive, the censorship hive, the state actor censorship hive. I mean, puppy mill, whatever, right? The vast network, okay. I believe they're trying to, gaslight people into, going into court cases and then, either winning or losing those court cases on purpose depends on, what type of effect and law or they're trying to make for internet censorship when we're supposed to be freed from government internet censorship. So who knows? It'd be interesting how some of these state actors work out from here on out. Are they going to be just doubling down and trying to get people to freak out and trip out and say a bunch of shit on the internet to be red flagged and it's a double reverse? Maybe. I mean, that's what would happen in a one world government operated situation. Anyway. Last night, Zachary Escher Martin had to do the same line as Predward. Oh, you only have 4 people watching Cox, but can't do the simple math. Why are there only 4 people watching, but the streams render with hundreds of views? None of these state actors want to even step up to the plate on that kind of situation. I mean, Zachary Escher Martin, I don't even know if he might not even have a GED. It might be a fake one he printed off on the internet and really can't do simple math. Why are there only 4 people watching where we've seen streams with basically 80 people watching, and then it goes down to 4 thatself, and there's that stream itself, and there's 30 people in the chatting. Isn't that interesting where they can play with the numbers so the influencers can go like Predward and Zachary Escher Martin, many others, right? Telly. Yeah, there you go. Keep crunching those numbers down. I've actually worked very hard throughout the years to have a small channel and to get people to take me out of the algorithm. So, I mean, thank you for keeping me small channel, especially just, I'm here to provide the evidence the way I hear it, present it, and then collect it for a documentary down the road. I don't know. It might have to be a documentary that you show to a jury with everyone yelling court, 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 court. But what I find interesting here, what we're going to play is Scary Terry Joyce in this stream that Blazin did 7 days ago now. And this is just great evidence. If you want to play LARP court like the Garbage Woman and Slugbot and their crew with Madria saying, she's going to send this stream into my county as evidence and so forth, right? But the thing is, this play fight here, possibly between Blazin Dean and Scary Terry, it's, if you remember, or not remember, you don't have to recall much, the way Blazin just loves to just light off, and she'll play, she'll restream like I guess Liz doesn't like restreaming, but definitely Blazin Dean does a lot of restreaming herself. It's interesting. They're all all together, and oh wow, I just saw the counter go from 0 to 6. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. But anyways, yeah, Liz doesn't like the restreaming, but Blazin's doing plenty of it. And it's interesting if you listen to Blazin, which, I mean, it's just train wreck after train wreck after train wreck. And she's the willing participant, right? So anyways, seeing her light off here in this clip, well, in many other clips, okay? So let's say she's reviewing a stream and she's stopping every 2 minutes to try to make it fair use and give her commentary and light off about this and light off about that, right? We're trying to get her to an 8.55 triggered level and up and so forth. But anyways, willing participants, if you're not going to do laps on the Fat Boy program right during lunch, might as well, get your keyboard workout, if you want to be a willing participant and want to go through boot camp and be part of the Drama News LARP show. And I think it's a lot of fun every once in a while. just waiting for a little bit for it warms up a little bit more to go outside and work on my project that I've been working on, try to finish some things off today. But anyways, so you've got Blazin Dean here. She's just a loudmouth all the time, but for some reason here with this certain subject, she goes quiet. Let's review this and we'll come back a little bit. Oh man, you know what? Here we got to go back a little bit, and I got to turn on a Bluetooth. All right.
One another, which makes me wonder if it's just not a network that money does flow between people. They have YouTube channels and then they go out and they spread defamation on people.
Network money.
Wow, Glazing that's a pretty good deflection, like these other deflections that we've just proven with your own voice through these clips. Isn't she the one that's donating to Liz? I mean, Liz kind of tattled on her, I think, right? Isn't that network and money? Right. Kim A, your friend Kim A there that you were trying to wiggle in on, and she's being set up, and I care for her, right? The same person that was giving money to Predward, possibly fattening up through, I mean, I don't know how, where the money was coming from to transfer over to Predward's Black Pearl account. But to help him become a big guy and put their targets on blast through the Pred Catchers community, right? So they've got clout. And it doesn't work out too well. But yeah, that's some pretty interesting projection if you listen to that. Let's listen to that again, just like she's like, oh, and Cox, I don't call the cops. And then I play the clip of her, saying that she sent a link to this stream to the sheriff's department, the ATF, FBI, so forth. And all that fun stuff is, pretty serious stuff. Anyways. Yeah, let's play this.
A network that money does flow between people.
Wow, yeah.
They have YouTube channels and then they go out and they spread defamation on people.
Network money.
Yeah, wow.
Who they want to have like
see how she's kind of a loudmouth? But listen to when Scary Terry Joyce here, the failed comedian, trying to get her clout back through trying to bust out Slowenbergers. It just sounds like a promotional. Now, what I'm wondering is, and I've been kind of seeing it coming possibly, is I'm wondering with the fiasco with what has happened, like let's say in the last few months to 6 months with Hoax Wars, if he is possibly being booted out of the club. Right? It would be a Slowenberger's thing to kind of say publicly, oh man, trust this guy. He's going to become Mitch. He's going to become the head of the NSA one day. He's taking over on Shadowbox to make him a target. Now, it's kind of the same thing as something with Adam Camacho, these blowhards that really think they've got talent, but they don't. And the actual filmmaker dude is, the one just like the BB case where yesterday we were talking about, where BB's getting a restraining order because she's the one that can actually really clown him and has the evidence to clown him in videos and fuck up their grand big LARP and grift here to what? I think there is actually, since there's money exchanging hands, it's already been proven that through tax records that the Black Pearl of Texas with Preddy Eddie was getting $70,000 a year for 4 years. And that's right around the time of the arrest. And wish they just had more time to dig in deeper and actually build a timeline on that arrest, because I mean, not only was there an arrest in 2020 or 2021, there was also some activity in 2019. So there's definitely something going on there, and I could see Predward just totally, totally selling out and go, I'll do anything, right? And yeah, 20 give him 21 days in jail. Well, it's supposed to be 30. He's, if he does some snitching on the inside, they'll get him out of there in 21. He might have had part of a problem in the jail. It would have been great to have somebody go in. He helps pop a little syndicate on the inside of Polk County, Texas. And he's turned loose back on the internet streets for to become a big guy. And man, that's just, but it all screams Muffin Man tactic and sell. Lots of play fighting. You don't know who's with each other. They're even meant to kind of sue each other and then drop the day of court, but you don't know. And that's part of, again, I think the Smith-Mundt Act with, the NDAA, Patriot Act, so forth, where propaganda is legal. So anyways, I mean, look at the Epstein drops. It just seems like just imagine how many politicians that could be straight up. That not many are, but maybe there's a few that are, or some actors that aren't going with the program that are totally legitimate and straight. Which there's just not many there, but just to drop them in the Epstein file, it just destroy them. So it just seems like, with my discernment, there's some of it there that just might not be true. Even with the Mormon drop, Epstein drop, I mean, it's just like, really, were these prophets really doing what they're saying they were doing? And Epstein met up with them. Was it just to set up the Mormon church way back when Epstein met up with one of the prophets and a couple of times about energy and shit like that? But was that for, a day like today, where the Mormon church gets sucked into the one world order, maybe promised they'll become the one world religion, and then all of a sudden they're just obliterated? And that's some pretty interesting theory to me. What more than likely could be true. Who knows? We'll see how court case. See, that's the thing. Got to wait for court cases to kind of end again and see what's going on. But anyways, what I want to get into here is that got some serious activity where Blazin Dean just loudmouth, right? But it's where she goes quiet. Here is where I'm interested in the subject matter. And especially according here, let's give her a little refresher, like doing that with the short clips. We'll go back there since we got it right. Here's some possible deflecting.
County, Ohio Sheriff's Department.
Oh no, that's
given the link to the show. The FBI have been informed, and ATF have been informed. I'm going to talk to Kim Arnott because I believe he is being set up. I don't give a flying fuck what any of you guys in chat think.
Wow.
Okay.
Cox over there telling me that I'm with Thomas Schoenberger and I need to get my Thomas muffin. Cox over there baiting me about Dave Acton. It's never ending.
Well, you see, it's interesting too. Around that time,
Cox
that was
over there telling me that I'm with Thomas Schoenberger and I need to get my Thomas muffin.
It's hilarious. The thing is about that is, even Taco's got a shout out from the Muffin Man around the time that Blazin was even talking to Taco's Colts and Cats in a private hangout, all getting along. It was even around the same time as the Predward case. And if you guys didn't realize that after that first drop of the CP suspect papers on Predward, no, I'm sorry, I got to take that back. It was the retraction. I can retract. Some people can't. But It was the day of the Lisa Stairs Predward's wife interview that drops the very same day. Tacos, Colts, and Cats was the one that paneled up with Predward to help paint a new Bob Ross picture with some pretty little trees and some mountains, pretty little stream. Okay. The thing is to help rewrite history and set Predward back on the tracks after that really important interview. It's amazing how just Tacos just came out to be a shoulder to cry on in public in a sense. Be part of any case that anyone might want to bring towards Mr. Cox that would be, and wanting to play fight with me. I mean, if they want to play fight with me and I give them a sample of what it'd be like, and then all of a sudden they don't want to fight, okay, there might be some play fighting going on. But it's when people go quiet, like right here.
Ruined online. People that they want to have, for example, Thomas Schoenberger is a person that's part of it, right? Thomas Schoenberger was involved with a company called Shadowbox. And it was, I'm kind of rambling here. I wanted to talk about David.
Yeah, you would think right there Blazin would cut in and give some type of interesting commentary, but no, she just still silence. Little too long a silence for Blazin, since we know how much of a loudmouth she is, and she likes to butt into streams even more than I do. I love to butt into the footage and give my opinion every 10, 15, 20 seconds, right? Go on for a couple minutes to make things more fair use. But man, is she quiet right here. Listen to how quiet she is. Come on. I'm trying to go back on this. Come on. There we go.
Right. Thomas Schoenberger was involved with a company called Shadowbox. And it was, I'm kind of rambling here. I wanted to talk about David Sherb. I think this background's important. Thomas Schoenberger had a company called Shadowbox. It's mentioned in the Daily Beast, in a Daily Beast article by Will Summers. We all know this. A lot of us, maybe that you guys are tuning in, you should probably know this already, what the article was and who's mentioned in it. There, Trevor Fitzgibbons mentioned in it, who was Julian Assange's publicist, probably still is. Thomas Schoenberger, DeFango, Manuel Chavez, which is a person that David Schroeder persecutes on his channel and has been a long time, was an associate of Thomas Schoenberger's at that time. They were both representing Shadowbox. And the thing behind Shadowbox was cyber guerrilla tactics to...
You would think by now Blazin would have cut in. We're 40 seconds in from her, well, no, about 45 seconds of her mouth hole not moving yet. And you would think Blazin would be running her mouth by now. And maybe for once, Scary Terry is telling the news. I mean, I don't really have an opinion on what's going on there, but I'm surprised Blazin just is quiet, is a rodent.
Defame somebody online and using bots and defamation. It's like you go after your enemy and make your enemy the bad guy, was like the premise of it. Now there's a lot of controversy around Shadowbox and who was part of it, who was on the board, and Beth Bogart said it was never a company, and now my eyes are gonna water because the onions are starting to get to me, but whatever, I'll just have to cry right here about everything, okay? And so all this stuff goes on. So then last year, I think, now there's a guy who's it goes by Hoax Wars, and Thomas Schoenberger posted that he was going to give Shadowbox to Hoax Wars, which originally when that company
could possibly make Hoax Wars a target. Good plausible deniability. I was trying to help the guy out. I believed in his views, and he was going to be next director of the NSA. Same with Tacos, with a clip of Tacos of the Muffin Man going, I just wanted to give a shout out to Tacos. She's a great lady, and thanks for your help. Something like that, right?
was going. Made. It was
a minute and 20 seconds. Still nothing from Blazin. might be out of the fair use parameters there, Blazin. Scary Terry, you haven't given any commentary in the last minute and 20 seconds. I mean, if I played a music video from The Clash, or even some famous country music star, in a minute and 22 seconds without interruption and doing some type of making it fair use commentary, I would be black screened. It would go black screen, and more than likely get that stream removed because of the nature of the copyright holder being assholes majorly on a big scale. Right? And then the global head of YouTube music there, Lihor Cohen, past president of Def Jam Records. I mean, anyway, but a minute and 22 seconds, still nothing with Blazin on to make this commentary fair use and say, give any comment on the nature and the subject of what Scary Terry is going through here on Shadowbox and hoax, right? Supposed to inherit, which, who knows, right? It can be a tool or a weapon like that of Shadowbox can either be used for good or bad. And to me, it just looks like they're using it for bad. And really, they thought their targets were worthy targets when they're not actually. It seems like there was some state actor money going through there too. And who knows if Hoax got some influence from Arturo and the Muffin Man there to maybe eventually put their targets on blast, using the Hoax Wars as the next Zachary guy up in Canada to have him, Adam Camacho type thing, have him, do some for the cause, some videos, some streams, and then all of a sudden you become the target, and that's just not a good thing. And I gotta mute just for a second. All right. Well, we got to get back to this.
Posted that he was going to give Shadowbox to Hoax Wars, which originally when that company was made, it was the person who put the money in it and took out, I don't know if it was an LLC, but it was the 501c3. I think it was supposed to be like a nonprofit with a board on it or something. Anyway.
Wow, Blazin, you're at a minute and a half there with no commentary. You might be out of the fair use parameters. Just saying. See, just like your court case with Brenda, it's like, I really don't believe in what you're doing, but I mean, you're afraid for your life, and if you need to do what you feel is right here, right? And she's like, well, I really need to learn how to screen share. Blazin, you're a minute and a half in on this Scary Terry clip here without any commentary to make it fair use. Just saying.
Whatever was taken out was taken by Michael A. Levin, who is, according to the Cicada 3301 ARG game website, is co-founders with Thomas Schoenberger. Okay, so basically, what we're talking about is we're talking about dark PR.
Give me a break. Give me a break.
And that's how she comes in, is doing product placement at a minute 50. Oh, that's interesting. That would not be fair use there to do. And I got to break it up.
Break me off a piece of.
Wow, to come in and do product placement because she's so triggered over what Scary Terry is talking about with Shadowbox, and then this clip
over there telling me that I'm with Thomas Schoenberger and I need to get my Thomas muffin. Cox over there baiting me about Dave Acton. It's never ending. Cox over there telling me that I'm with Thomas Schoenberger and I need to get my Thomas muffin.
Okay, so the thing is with that type of deflection, and now she's here to 8.22 triggered level, doing product placement.
That Kit Kat Barf.
See it doing for major chocolate corporations, so forth. It rotates. The product placement rotates in and out every once in a while, where it would maybe go from dude wipes to PMS pills with Slovids, right? Mr. Rubber Titties with the dude wipes, and then Slovids with the PMS pills, the pink ones, and it just kind of rotates through. Now you've got the a crunchy chocolate bar, because she's triggered as fuck, but she knows she has to do some type of commentary to try to make it fair use. But product placement and advertising does not, I mean, that is so far the other way from fair use. Wow, amazing.
Yep, that's Michael.
We call underhanded PR campaigns. And one of the people that this has been done to, that's been getting a lot of talk about, is the actress Blake Lively. Okay. So over the film production and some sexual harassment that she went through. So this is the kind of stuff they do. And what's really interesting is even David was talking about how his video today was botted, meaning that they had, they were increasing the number of people in his chat and his views. And so that is a tactic that Thomas Schellenberger does. Now, the reason why I mentioned Hoax Wars is because, Hoax has done, I'm really watering now. Hoax has done a lot of defamation on numerous people. Now, AI Grift Patrol, Adam Camacho had a issue with Hoax, but they, made up, and so they no longer have a conflict with one another. But Hoax has been around for a really long time, and he goes back to All Seen You, all right? Before I even came into the picture. And All Seen You has done several videos talking about how she was hired by certain individuals. And
my view on the U there is I appreciate her as an artist, and to see the way, like with the thing with Treach and others messing around with her, trying to mess around with her head, back and forth, so forth, and then all of a sudden I show up in her chat and she's got Daniel Dowd and others going, keep that guy out of here, right in the back line. And anyways, it's for me, it's like I just want to appreciate the artist and what they've got going on, and give positive feedback, and there's there's good criticism too, but I'm usually like, no matter what's going on there, if there's some effort, I'm like, hey, right on, type thing. Try not to be negative, like a lot of the negative nillies, like this one, the negative nillies. Oh my gosh.
Cox over there telling me that I'm with Thomas Schoenberger and I need to get my Thomas muffin.
So now we're 2 minutes and 15 seconds past our starting point on this clip to try to figure out why Blazin Dean went so quiet, but all of a sudden she's doing product placement to try to help keep the footage fair use by dropping product placement. Does not meet the parameter of fair use. Just saying, way out of the parameters, way on the other side. And God, if they can't book burn it, they'll just book burn it with product placement, I guess, huh? Well, that's what I saw in industry type activity, trying to infiltrate the underground, like hip hop and other music scenes, so forth, in Portland, Oregon, just after 9/11, talking about the Smith Month, Patriot Act, so forth. But it basically, if you can't destroy it, just infiltrate it with industry to bastardize it, make it look bad and stupid and snitches and sellouts and the cones, the background. I think there was another example yesterday, I believe, where you had somebody part of the crew that's more than likely an asset. Yeah, snitch, 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 and it's just that's the way shit's been ran for a long time. It's the pussification of America instead of these guys. Well, I mean, it's been set up even with Epstein back in Harvard and so forth with a bunch of bigwigs there, Kat Sunstein, Dershowitz, so forth, back at Harvard Law in 2006, where they're trying to set up, help breed judges and DAs to protect their sicko way of lives. And it's my opinion. It's the way I see it. Then you've got these streets crews that are, I think, helping protect some fucking sickos where they're hired to have targets to put the people on blast that can put them on blast that are the actual artists that can actually pump shit out on them to make them look bad. Let's just keep going on this.
My message from my mom's popped up. I got a new dish rack at Target. So I took a picture of it and I go, I got a new dish rack at Target, for the dishes.
More really product placement. But it's interesting. I just wanted to see all the product placement and shit.
Like $20 or something like that. Not anything really big, but I needed it. So getting back to Hoax Wars. Hoax Wars goes all the way back to I'll See You. We're talking 2017, where they did a lot of this stuff, got paid on Steemit, and caused a lot of drama. Stock puppet accounts, attacking people, accusing people of things that they're not guilty of. There's a really good video to watch about this. It's called Operation Unaliven. Use the other word, right? There's a really good copy. I have a copy of it on my Rumble channel, and there's a really good copy of it on Kavana's channel if you want to go into that. But a lot of you guys have already seen it. See, I mean, I figured most of you who are tuning in right now, like I'm preaching to the choir. So with this split with Adam Camacho, right? Some of the players who've harassed me, along with Thomas Schellenberger, because for me, the harassment all comes from a certain group. And one of the players was Blazin Scar. And then you have Liz Moldovan, who is connected to a lot of predator catcher people. Telly, who I really don't know all that well. And it's just spilling over where there's always been a division between these two groups. But since I did my interview with him, because that happened when the reconciliation of Hoax came to happen.
Has Telly did something to Terry Joyce Randolph? What the hell is she even talking about? And what has Liz and I done to her?
Oh.
There's a lot of money.
Sounds like she's just slipping in there to get that play fighting clout with Scary Terry. That's the failed comedian that used to have tiny little bit of clout from Comedy Central. Isn't that interesting, Shelley? Morning, by the way. I'm having a great morning. Actually got to get out of here. Got to switch gears. But it took long enough. Took over the limit, and definitely product placement with Blazin Dean there does not constitute flipping fair use with commentary. You're not trying to drop your freaking latest product you're supposed to drop this week. They're Blazin. Horrible attempt. Any copyright lawyer, judge would see right through that and can your ass. And I don't want to see Scary Terry being successful in any of her cases, along with Blazin and along with the Rodent, along with all these other sick fucks out there that are trying to help with policy and law where, I don't know, censorship and not being able to put fucking weirdos on blast from the internet. But what I want to do is get back to what we were going through on part 1 yesterday. I got some stuff that I got to take care of, so I'm not going to be able to swing back at much of this. Swung back at a lot of this stuff yesterday, but some of it's funny. Maybe you'll get a second. I got a project that I got to get on. I'm running late now, so let's go ahead and play this. And gonna start a song here in a little bit, and then I'm gonna just come in and try to fast forward through that and go through some of this and just embed it. This is all still fair use as far as educational and commentary, so forth. Amazing, huh? How it all works, though.
You're right under there.
Oh my gosh.
Haystack.
Oh, haystack. It's so dramatic.
Right under there.
Oh, we're going to speed her
Dr.
up.
Jeff puts the skeletons in there.
We're going to give her some turbo mode.
Badass, isn't it, Dr. Jeff? Making fun of an SA victim.
Dr. Jeff, do you feel honored now to be on the roll call list that the originated from Two Fairy roll call list. Wouldn't that be a blast? Oh, I gotta go, dang it.
And then having Clown mock what he did to a little girl in a joke with Ryan. Of course, you got St. Louis and White Claw. White Claw is win for song choice. He's not really talking it up about any of that. There we have our very own Bobby Joe. She's not with any of us, but we all like her and support her. And yeah, not cool. I thumbs that one up. I approve this video, says Clown Force. You also have our good buddies FCC and Telly up here, making sure to call out the shit. Wise folks featuring a 288A grand jury indicted Chomo in his videos. Thumbs up, FCC. Telly, wise folks going after catchers. Thumbs up, Telly.
Wow, she stands alone, everybody. Her good buddies Telly and FCC are there. The failed psychologist in the red coat. And that's why Blazin Dean is now on notice for having a Third Amendment violation hanging over her head and being investigated. Isn't that amazing how that works? I mean, I don't even have to call anybody or turn anybody in. I mean, Blazin, you yourself have given stream links over to the ATF and FBI and your locals. They should be tuning in and all this going through a data center. So, yeah, you're on notice for a Third Amendment violation there, Blazin. Just saying, if you can figure that one out in time, do damage control from that. Not the person, the garbage woman.
So Sapphire, Haystack.
The garbage woman has a confirmed Third Amendment violation. And also Scotty Cuccarati, Third Amendment violation. Especially at the Yak show. Now, who else was he in violation with from the redcoat side there? There's plenty of sellouts. We're literally, seriously, I think we're entering into part 2 of They Live. It's like it's going to hit any day, possibly, right? Disclosures of UFO type shit happening. Maybe to deflect from the sick shit too, who knows, right? It's a good deflection tool. But I'm more interested on the reaction from these puppy mills on what type of legislation is going to be written to get rid of government censorship, everyone. Oh, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. St. Louis, PatCon, and Clown. Make note of those.
You know what, Shelly, real quick. You know what's interesting? Okay. Is the way a catcher, even like Predward, he had that clout where he caught a few people, he said, in the community and put them on blast with Jeff and Porter, Farmer, right? Thinking he's getting some type of Cox clout. But at the same time, he's got all these 400 catches, right? And that was his cover to infiltrate into the Pred catchers. Okay, Ryan, with him platforming Clovis and the Tooth Fairy to come in as sharks when there's blood in the water to try to maybe help clean some things up. There's a cleanup crew in a sense, okay? But and stir it up. Keep it all stirred up too. But the thing is, okay, then all of a sudden Ryan, a few years down the road, he's got this case where he himself is almost getting put on a vexatious litigant list. Right? And help him promote, perpetuate. What are they calling the? I almost forgot the Pred catchers, vigilantes. Okay, and then also Predward's handlers. I've got the clip, and it might even be public somewhere, all throughout the internet. It's somewhere. The thing is, his handlers and Predward, after the first drop, kind of in between the middle, they are on panel calling the Pred catchers vigilantes, and Tommy's got to go down. And instead of trying to get right off the bat, Clovis trying to get Predward put in prison. She's going on the jugular of CPP Tommy, which is just amazing timing. The way that whole timeline, if I were to do the mind map or something, right, of that, like the Isaac Cappy stuff, so forth. But yeah, FCC and the red coat is her backup buddies. She stands alone, everyone, though, right? But yeah, Third Amendment violation for Blazin Dean added to the list of that. It's gonna be fun to watch her dig out of that, especially, I mean, with the president saying government censorship going away, right? No, we'll see.
People.
We'll see.
Yeah, would you say that shit to my face, but you wouldn't?
Oh, there it
Dude,
is,
I would
Ryan.
pound you into the ground in McDonald's.
I thought
All right. Well, there's some other stuff. Well, it's like they're part of the team to then, like when good instance, Bird's live in an event doing some activism, maybe some cop watching, the Preds watching, waiting for him to go live to roll up on him to look like they're all on the same team, and they're not. They know what he is, and they're trying everything just to kind of, well, you know, eventually make him into content since he wanted to step up. Right? All right. Yeah, we're getting busy around here because it's that time of the day to get going on some stuff. But anyways, you know, I kind of want to listen to this Gary Newman album. Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's a program. So when you get to that point of the triple reverse LARP versus a grift over a LARP and a grift, when I found the writings of Trevor Aronson, it just opened it all up. I'm like, holy shit! It's almost like the lefties have been laundering money through sickos to keep activists put on blast and divide down and make it look bad. You know, like why is JT Colfax on the news with Rob Blow, Channel 31 Denver, right? Trying to put Tommy on blast. But when you look at the cop watchers too, and I go by when, wow, Brian King again, all up in the middle of it, helping with the drama after shows with a PED, News Now Houston, all up in the middle of some hotspot activity of cop watching of a merger with Ida Foxy Queen. And she had like 250K watching, and I can't remember the guy cop watcher. They start dating and they've got 500,000 in between them, but all of a sudden they have a big breakup. Could have been a great big LARP to divide 500,000 people watching cop watching. Same thing with pred catching. It went hybrid from cop watching to pred catching. And once you do the pred catch, it turns into a cop watch because you as the oversight or the civilian has the capacity to become the oversight and make sure that pred gets prosecuted, not you being put on a vigilante list to help discredit pred catching. Same thing with cop watching. You're doing your civic duty, your civilian oversight. You want to do activism or be involved. It's like, for me, I don't want to go to a big rally and just march unless there's some papers being served. If there's some petitions being served, I want to, you know, watch them get taped to the door and then the proclamation be made outside of the door of the dirty sheriff's office. Okay. And, right. And 1,000 people strong behind you to serve those papers. That's a march. But then the way, I mean, Leon Valley was huge. If you look back in that event, what happened in Leon Valley with Sheriff Savaggio, many activists, many infiltrates at the same time. But yeah, even with that rodent that they put on blast, he was associated with a guy that would wear a mask all the time. That was apparently some failed, you know, Hollywood stunt guy. I can't remember his name. All these freaking idiots, but that guy actually served, as a bigwig in this truther community from the cop watcher side. It was to make it look really bad, take control again, trying to get clout. But what they did is to get 1,000 or let's say 700 people to stand down. They served fake papers to as leaders of this big group marching forward to go serve papers to this dirty chief of police, falling bum, that's what I would call him, wearing the mask. So he's wearing his mask with just blank papers, goes in, hands the papers to the chief. Looks like a good setup for him to kind of just walk in and do that. Oh my God. It was just all clear, not even stopped going through security, wearing a mask, right? Oh my God, right? But I think it may have been pre-COVID days, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, for falling bum to walk right in, serve Chief Savaggio with fake papers, say on camera, maybe. He just got served for conspiracy under the color of law, okay, 241, 242, 18 USC. And then he walks out, and then 700 people stand down and go home. So it's the same thing to just leave a bad taste in people's mouth to become activists, even in the process of serving those papers. You might want to make sure that you're able to sign and see those papers as a witness, if you so choose to be a witness, since you're going to be there anyway. See if you want to protest, activate, so forth, come to oversight. But anyways, I think we need to keep going through this unless yeah.
I dare you. I dare you.
Are you mad?
The only people that you're more powerful than is if
Pound you in the ground in a McDonald's bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
Very appropriate joke. And he knows it.
And I had to say this the other day. I mean, clowns are gross and they're supposed to be gross. And it doesn't mean that I fully subscribe to the grossness. And, even when people were talking about NTF and her, her kids, so forth, and Blazin bringing up Scotty Cuckarotti's unborn child, right? That type of shit. Even like yesterday, trying to bring up, what do the kids think if Sabby's, dad being a ped and stuff like that? Just bringing kids into it to weaponize. Why not weaponize sickos too? There, huh? Isn't that amazing? They probably do. They probably want to act like they're against the preds and peds, but let them live in their chat, just like that screenshot I dropped yesterday. Check the community section. I reposted it. Remind people, since we got amnesias, right? Philemon, the amnesias are just running rampant on the streets. It's like when you were, white knighting and just simping hard for that main supporter of the rodent there, Philemon. That was Flathead, Dustin. They went to court together. I keep on getting threatened. Maybe that was just to, make some things look really bad, so forth. But anyways, let's just keep going.
He got away with it.
Lawfare.
And that's exactly what they do. Throw it up in your fucking face. Like, catch me if you can.
Or maybe he's bait.
Thank you, Thomas.
Maybe clown is bait for the Vicks to help flush them out. I don't know. Right? Yep. He's doing a good job at it.
That's up next.
Oh my God.
Aaron's also
there it is.
Pretending. Smoke has done crazy videos about myself, usually all fun. Too low, exactly. Too low. Where is the humor?
Can you she's on like 5 different subjects trying to narrow it down to one, like she hasn't been practicing her lines in the mirror. Come on, pull it together there, Blazin.
In sexual assault. Minor or not, where is the humor in sexual assault?
Well, there has to be a way to raise awareness on some serious topics and issues, so people just aren't continuously grossed out or being brainwashed and programmed like Predward going over the News Now Houston case, totally glazing and just slamming it down people's throat, the gross shit, instead of dialing it back a little bit. See, that's Predward was doing that, the real gross shit, trying to program, 100 people at a time. Like he's almost playing the Muffin Man's, brainwashing CD back in 2012, brainwash a kid into becoming a chess champion through monaural tones that will probably do more harm than good. Just saying. Anyway.
But here you have folks putting McDonald's up there. Where's the humor in it? I'm not real familiar either, Liz, but I do know, I thought that person was halfway decent, like was kind of like a middle person, not okay with all the predator, pedophile, kitty diddling shit. But obviously, folks thinks it's all a big joke too. Aaron, more people are paranoid out here than just you, dude. You know how you ran to the cops to tell them people's coming to your house, Aaron? You know how you run and call the cops on people? Aaron Cox, I'm speaking of you. Do you know how Vic didn't even know Kim? But you got him to do some of your dirty work when you and him took a drive to intimidate Kim in her own city. Now, we all know that Vic has admitted up to this 100%, accepts responsibility, asked for apologies from everyone around Kim. Unfortunately, she passed before he could do it with her. Aaron never once has accepted it. But he had her terrified. Scotty Karate was up here questioning. Everyone was in the back back basements talking to each other, trying to make sure that Kim was safe and okay. Because it was clear she was being stalked down to her home. And the Aaron Cox was involved in it, right? Gomez, PI for hire. And then you go and do something like this.
Until everyone here knows the truth. Even if I have to prove it myself. It's nothing to worry about, though, is there, Superman? Being bulletproof and all.
Put the gun down.
You made me look like an idiot.
You don't want to do this.
Quit lying!
Emmett, please. You, Savvy.
Wait, did I pick the wrong video? I think I did.
How fast he's like. Okay, bring it.
Oops, wrong video, John. Sorry. Oh, I was under all, not newest video.
I lost so much fat with this viral frozen ginger hack that people keep asking if I had facial surgery.
Words are your spiritual DNA.
So, Starcy James, I don't know what's going on with you.
Okay, bring it.
Is this isn't the one? Maybe John. John, did you take it down? I don't know what's going on with you, but all of us knew that you were taking somebody else's video in Denver, pretending like you were stalking Starcy James. So you really did it to Kim. It's before this one. It must be not. And you're screwing with Starseed James, and he was dumb enough to believe it. John, I'm going to give you a wrench if you could please give me the link. Because I would have to go find, it's not pulling up for me, and I would have to go find your post, go to your channel. It's easier just for me to mod you. If you could please drop me your link so I could pull that one up. Thank you. I don't know if I could put in the full video of Little Dragon. The title is Scabby's here, but I will try to pass that one over for anyone. Thank you, John. I want to skim through this to show you what Aaron did here and what Starseed James picked up on.
Until everyone here knows the truth.
I want to do this.
Yeah, Liz, I skip over the movie bits so you can show it on YouTube. But what you're witnessing right now is a clip of someone in downtown Denver that already uploaded this. And this is Aaron narrating with the clip, pretending that it's him. But he got busted out real quick that it's someone else's video, and he just narrated over it to pretend like he was hunting down Starseed James.
I want to see these guys put me on camera. I think they apparently know who I am. But I don't know who they are.
Yes,
But,
Aaron Cox.
You know, we're gonna have some fun with it. Have some fun. We'll see if these guys.
He lost his Gomez channel, I think. He also goes by PI for Hire. You can spot him anywhere. He's the NTF Lies sock account. He uses socks out the wazoo. He's the one that protected and defended and bought dog food for this man. Rex Fredrickson. Reminds you of Clown Force, doesn't it? Because they're one and the same, basically. Aggravated criminal sexual abuse of a victim 13 to 16. I don't even sub to Aaron Cox. Aaron Cox is also the one who his neighbor's house caught on fire. So he went outside and filmed the fire truck and said, "It's okay, everybody. Me and my pets are okay," to garner sympathy off YouTube. And then Sugarshine, whom he was extremely abusive to and lived with him for a period of time, came out and busted him. That was his neighbor's house that caught on fire. So Aaron used his neighbor's house catching on fire to garner sympathy off YouTubers, pretending it was his home. And now he's out here pretending that he's hunting down Starseed James.
I just want to show up and put me on blast.
Yes, Liz, that's why when you told me that, did I see that video? And then I saw Adam Camacho say, she's just mad because I talked for Aaron for about an hour today and she's seasoned over what we said. I still have no clue what they've said. Not sub to them. Don't listen to them. Aaron Cox is someone that we all know. I've known since 2016 on here. He's a paranoid freak who lives in the LARP. He lives alone. The only friends he has are actual serious mental retardation friends, slow friends that live around him, or ones that he can get to believe him, like Chisel. Or What's Truth is another one. What's Truth, his friend What's Truth, who's a mod over there. I've already showed, and numerous people have showed over the years, What's Truth had a pedophile in his wedding and supported him and defended him. These people think it's all a joke to be around these predators and have all these connections. And it's no big deal. Well, it's a big deal to me. And James, I don't have issues with you. I know a lot of people do, but I just hope that you see that Aaron cannot do shit to you.
I'm on my way to 17th and Colfax and downtown Denver. What's up, Cat? Hey, Chad, you want to see if these tough talking weirdos are actually going to show up? It's certainly warmed up there. There's not as much snow. They just had snow. See, there's the Ritz-Carlton. That's why I'm kind of on this freelance job here. That's why I'm on this freelance.
And if you didn't know this was from someone else, he just got busted. He said it certainly warmed up there, giving away that he's not currently there. Okay. Let me give you the Rumble. John, if you're in there, drop the Rumble link. I don't want to play your whole video. I won't be too much longer, Steve, but could you turn on the light? Okay. My food just walked in. No, and my husband. Thank you. Okay, I will. Roy, I didn't wish death on a baby. Think what you want. Take that edited clip and shove it up your ass. Clown, Brandon, all of you, Sabby, Nunya, Hoax, Shifty, Aaron, all of you freaks, Adam Camacho. Any of you guys that are okay with this? I don't want to be associated around or anything. I will not be giving you the time of the day. If you notice, like Adam, I didn't mention you in there. Didn't say your name. All I said was ask why you were trying to put out the little emoji with the fingernail polish. I guess you fit right in with them, don't you? Yeah, he went all fake, outside audio, creepy guy. Yep. If you didn't see the Sabby one, John, if you could please drop the Rumble Sabby one in too. You sub up to John's Rumble. He's doing a really good job exposing these kitty freaks. Otherwise, have a good, peaceful day. Sorry, Scab. Sorry, Clown. You couldn't put Brando kitty diddling around on NTF, could you? Cruz, what say you? How's come you're okay with this type of stuff? Will, what are you doing over there in this shit? Come on, Will. I kept saying I still have faith for you, but you keep hanging with these predators, Will. It's not worth it. Saying you're winning is not worth it. At what cost are you winning? You're winning with what? Being with a bunch of predators, Will. Sabby is defending them. Clown's all upset that Brandon didn't get it included with Sabby. They got the idiot retard Cruz and Oaks Wars and Nunya. Scabby, answer the question. How old were your babies when they found out their daddy was a pedophile? Aaron Victor Cox. Leave people alone. You usually only pick on women. It's weird that you're picking on a man. I think you're trying to get some Jilly attention, to be quite frank with you. Because as soon as you saw Jilly and I say a word to each other, you were on top of her. Go hump somebody else's leg. James isn't the one to hump.
Please calm down. I corrected my mistake publicly. I didn't go on and act like I never made a mistake. I admitted that I made.
Point for Scary Terry. Blazin will not correct her mistakes. There's a reason why she's unsubscribed, and only her spies are sending her the LARP clips. Like Fellamon, they're all sharing all the LARP clips, trying to peddle them as all truth and everything when they want nothing to do with pred catching. But if you're up in there trying to help with anything like that, they're going to come after you for some reason. And, you know, same with that crew, you know, making amends with Spamgula G and Predward. And yeah, and they fought for so long, right? Now, it's all one big play fight LARP to really weaponize sickos for their agenda to book burn and rewrite history. So then Philemon pops up, you're the one trying to rewrite history, Cox. And no, you've been since day one, you had some pretty good fantasy there. I like it to be able to make you guys into a cartoon show.
A mistake. When is David Schurter or Sarah or Thomas ever made admitted that he didn't have any evidence? Denise, she didn't have any evidence that I was grooming teenagers at my college or that I had a porn studio where I was making porn.
There are some things that the Muffin Man will bring up, and I'm like, that does seem like to be a good point. But again, it might even take predator-type behavior to find a really gnarly predator. But somebody like Scary Terry hanging out at the college after what she did to, in my opinion, the way I've seen it, and I don't know much about it, but with Nasty Troll Media, amazing, just amazing kind of trickle-down effect. It could be there with Scary Terry now hanging out at college, just like The Road and Scary Terry just loves to peddle around that P word. like she's got some type of evidence and she's a journalist without retracting those. Some of those accusations, they're scary, Terry. But hey, who's really counting on that side if they go over the fair use commentary time lapse period, right? I mean, come on, man. What a shit show. Here we go. What a poop.
With minors.
What a doo-doo show.
Why don't you correct your mistake?
Another one attached with the background of porn. Terry Joyce Randolph and Adam Camacho.
Denise, Thomas, David.
Hey, that WHIO smut pedal on WHIO that we were showing from Blazin Dean yesterday. That was horrible. Worse than porn. Just scary. Worse than scary Terry, doing midget porn or whatever she was doing, right? Y'all are gross and disgusting. Really, you need to go to Mako and get a DA job on your toenails. Start with some 24 grit, right? Get those moon-sized craters filled in with some Bondo. Break out the sprayers for the toenail job. Spruce yourself up, ladies. Get a little bit better of an outlook on life. That's been my suggestion to the women that I've been with. Go to the salon, go do yourself up. If it makes you feel better. If you're having a tough day, just take it off. Go, right? At least the women that I date would go to a regular salon, not an auto body shop where they got high pressure, very abrasive sanding discs and so forth. Yeah, pretty serious stuff.
Everybody else, Angela Parrott Disney, correct your mistake like I can.
Correct her mistake. Now wait a
With
minute.
Hotels.com. Members
see the product placement.
The Urban took in the bathtub with the little plastic container over.
Let's see.
Area.
Sick.
She said that was my kid. It was my fault for putting my kid out on the internet.
Yeah.
She never owned it. I've already named a list of about 20 other things. That's just one example of things this woman's never owned. I'm bringing that to her.
Oh, talking about old fires like that, of stuff that you're not owning there, Blazin. Trying to peddle that I went to Colorado to go meet up with an RSO a while back. Well, thank God you guys are busting out my going to Denver LARP recently because, I haven't been to Colorado since I was like 21 years old to go skiing in Vail. That's why I did a no snow report in the LARP video. It was fun. That was fun. I didn't care how the sound really turned out. I just went with it. And, oh, my God, I'm going to get busted out real quick. It's going to be fun. Just stick with the LARP till the end. No matter what somebody says. See who can pop up first and get it the quickest type thing. Have fun with it. Not these people. No, not with their LARP. These people are very serious LARPing, have some very serious controversial things going on, even as a comedian. None of this is funny. Even with Blazin Dean trying to get up in there with her scary Terry Joyce clout. It's pretty bad.
Attention.
Really bad.
She's never owned her wrongdoing with me. I leave her be, and then she just keeps throwing my name out with bullshit. She's getting ready to do it again. That's why I mentioned that.
Wow. I mean, we're all slinging bullshit at each other, apparently, especially with, again, you saying you've got the evidence on this and that, but you never really present it. It's just something to yell about and lie about. Hope it sticks like spaghetti on the wall type thing. And, man, it's just the attempts are just amazing here. Wow.
Cassie John says logic and David in the same sentence sounds funny. It does. There is no logic. Thomas offers nothing either of us require. He isn't even a good villain. Right? You will never see any of them correct a mistake, which is seriously everything they say. Right. Exactly. Because they're not.
If she puts me in this list with them, and I always try to correct anything that I've done. And I always own the shit that I do.
See, there's the always forever. There's that witchy poo-poo lion talk. Lion ass. Lion ass. She was going to put out the evidence that Mr. Cox went up to Colorado, to Fort Collins, to go hang out with an RSO. She's got the evidence. Never drops it. Just like Tonic and Shills, he's got this evidence and that evidence, and instead of dropping it, we're going to drop it. Let's talk about it. He just does a porn bomb. And then Blazin's like, oh, Gomez channel's taken down. Good job, Tonic. Not mentioning that it was taken down via P-bomb with bullshit. Oh my gosh. Anyways, just keep going here.
And I try to apologize when I see it's needed or that I'm wrong. And I come out and admit, I had you wrong. For instance, I did that with Christy. I had Christy completely wrong. I owned it. That I had her wrong. That she's a good person and that she genuinely tries to help other people. And I totally had her wrong. It's not hard to do. This bitch can't do that.
I'm interested in telling the truth. What Thomas runs is a defamation campaign using bot PR means, cyber guerrilla tactics. How many times has David admitted that his videos are being bought? That he doesn't have that many likes, that many people aren't watching his lives. That's because it's probably Thomas Schoenberg.
Nothing. They don't believe anything that David Schroeder says. Now all of a sudden they're going to believe him about bots. Like the cherry picking from Terry Joyce Randolph on what they want to believe about David and not believe is unreal. Is he a liar or not? Like, when do you decide it's truth and what's a lie, what he's saying? On Terry Joyce Randolph, you're supposed to be a journalist, a reporter.
Or making David look more intimidating and menacing than he really is. So, yeah, they want chaos. That's why it never ends. Yeah, and by the way,
there's why it doesn't end with this bitch is because she does not want it to end. She draws connections where there are no connections. She openly just slanders and makes up connections. She calls you extremist right-winged words like any dumb libtard would. She pulls all of the tactics out of the book of a libtard Karen.
A dissertation or, a research paper by Marcia Stockton and Thomas Schoenberg talking about chaos and like the enlightenment aspect of it, the purpose of chaos. I'll tell you what,
has anybody else talked about chaos? Because I talk about chaos.
Get your chaos out of my fucking life, guys. I'm not
out of her life, but yet she wants to live stream and make us her content. And I'm saying us because she refuses to not include me in the bullshit. One thing I find, John, you'll call out Dowd and say that he's not a predator or this or that, and I disagree with you on that. You saw how he comes in to just come in because I'm there when he has a choice to go to another stream of yours where I'm not. But what gets me is you don't call Terry Joyce Randolph out on me. And you know damn straight I don't play those types of games. And I'm not in with anybody. And what do? Jess and them, they just know she's an idiot and let her go off the hinge.
Tolerating it.
Oh, she did.
Yeah. See, John says, I've read that. Yes. So what is it that we're really looking at here, really? Like, why is this happening to me? Well, I'm going to start writing about why I think it's happening to me. I'm going to start talking about it.
It's because
in different ways.
Yeah. Keep talking about it. Keep labeling people things they're not. Keep connecting people who aren't connected. Keep lying about them. Keep drama horn. Keep playing victim. And then wonder why it keeps happening. That people call you out on your bullshit. How dumb can one be? She enjoys it. She is a willing participant that loves chaos. It's obvious. She's another Tacos, Cults, and Cats, Colleen Kokar, who wants to play the victim.
Of why it is happening to me. Because when you come into my personal life, Thomas, Denise, David, Sarah, if that's what you think you're doing, Becky Dean, when you come into my personal life, I have a right to talk about this and expose it because it is happening.
Thank you for bringing it up in a private arena. I have no problem with just knowing that you brought it up, John. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Terry Joyce Randolph, since you just accused me of coming into your private life, tell me how I've ever came into your private life. Teresa Joyce Randolph. I would really like to know. You senior reporter, you.
Happening, and you have been doing it. And every person that Thomas Schoenberger sourced and that he was going to give my private information to are those people that I'm mentioning right now. Let me mention Patrick Moran as well from Nasty Troll Media, also mentioned in it.
Terry Joyce Randolph, you know it's not a crime to get your personal information if someone's taking you through the court system, right? Or filing something with you for legal purposes in any which way or form, right? Okay, so then tell me how I came into your private life. You lying, two-faced grifter, you.
Patrick and Thomas, Denise, like have doxed different parts of my address.
Okay, she is so Patrick, but she steals Patrick's copyrighted material. And there's the proof right there. And if you don't want to click on it, I'm going to go ahead and share it. He put it on a post. But you can read. And then there's a claim you could click on, which I won't click on.
At the same time on their YouTube community post. So it's not the first time that my data or my private information has been exposed publicly in the public domain as a form of harassment and bullying.
Can you cry more? People do that to me on a daily. It just happened this morning. It's not even worth mentioning. Get over yourself, Teresa Joyce Randolph. Everyone is so tired of you playing victim. And now you bring Adam up under your wing. Oh, the same things happened to Adam. What? What has happened to Adam? He cries victim too? It's Adam's own fault that he's losing and going to lose that lawsuit. I have nothing for Adam, except for a big smile on my face when he loses.
So, like when I write an article about how, when I write an article, when I'm working towards putting together a podcast about how when personal data is used as a threat, I do believe I
can agree with that, John. That's why I went a long time. That's why I hid my channel. She said she had my channel taken down when she didn't. Remember all that? That was me trying to get away from her because her and Dowd and others were targeting my channel, giving me strikes. She was coming out purposely saying she was going to get me removed off YouTube. I remember when Tiffany and Tacos, Cults, and Cats did that. Yeah, they went in and got the GDL network too, since Tiffany knew them. And they got me booted off YouTube. Then I went to Twitter and they tried to get me booted off there until finally they were, Colleen Kokar was told she had to go to court to prove the material was hers because they were lying and mass tag. She's in this group doing the exact same thing. I have backed off her so many times. But if she sees me communicate with Thomas or with Denise or with Nasty Troll Media, again, I'm connected all over again. And yet, like, you're in here talking with me and you go into her chat, but look what she does to people like Baby Fist. How much does she post? Oh my gosh. That's just one day ago. Few weeks ago, Jesse Davis played content on Sewertown of Baby Fist saying that he likes me and that I had him blocked because I was associating him with Thomas Schoenberger, whom I have an issue with. I was doing guilt by association. However, the last time I blocked him, it was because he made this comment in Blazin Scar's chat. Becky Dean was doing one of her harassing streams about me, and he joined in. Does this have something to do with Thomas? Yes, Blazin Scar gangs up on me with Thomas. So what am I to make of this, Matthew Chapman? Does this give the impression that you, Baby Fist, like me, and that I'm a cool lady? I do not have him blocked now, but I want to clear the air on why I did the last time. So guilt by association, she admits it. And that I'm with Thomas. This woman is beyond help. And you know it, John. You know she can't see past her nose. I mean, honestly, I'm not even being mean. This woman, just wowza, this woman.
Have sources and evidence of that actually really taking place. Because I can prove it. And so that is pretty much everything that I'm going to do today. I do have to, my roommate is singing and doing the dishes.
Yeah, I agree. There's other players in the background.
Well, interesting that I've actually heard that type of deflection in this other clip. Let's play it. Oh, where is that? Right here. Hold on.
And cries of victimhood, just like Terry Joyce Randolph does. And call the cops. She's the biggest cop caller. And Aaron, I'm a cop caller. Oh, go figure. Right, Aaron.
County, Ohio Sheriff's Department has just been given the link to this show.
Aha.
The FBI have been informed, and ATF have been informed. I'm going to talk to Kim Arnott because I believe he is being set up. I don't give a flying fuck what any of you guys in chat think.
What?
Gotta catch a clue, you know what I mean? Sometimes you have to add things up.
Is singing and doing the dishes. Pretty much everything that I'm going to do today. I do have to, my roommate is singing and doing the dishes.
Yeah, I agree. There's other players in the background. But she's got to catch a clue. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to add things up for what they are. She takes everything so fucking seriously. Like she can't get a clue that I can use the green face just because she's orking me and I know it's going to piss her off. But oh, no. I'm an on and on. I'm an on and on. I'm the YOLO account. I'm this, I'm that. At some point in time, she has to have some kind of brain cells firing in her head to correct what she's doing and make her be held accountable. She doesn't just get a free pass because there's other players in the background so she can slander my name and throw me out there under the bus. Is that what you did when Hoax and them came after like you? Say, oh, there's other people in the game. No. You expected them to see facts for facts. I expect the same out of this Teresa Joyce Randolph.
Oh,
by the way, she even tells me my husband's rich here.
I don't know if you probably can't hear in the background, but here I am talking about cyber stalking and bullying by
this showcase showdown of the Mouthhole Wars 2026. This is a great just start off right here. It's going good.
A person who had a former reputation management company that does it in my bedroom. She's singing songs about God in the kitchen while she's cleaning. I hope it doesn't bleed over and I get a copyright for it. No, I'm kidding. It's not a good paper. Oh, you're talking about the chaos paper?
What do you mean about full team ahead? I have no team. Going teams ahead, keeping her on the back foot will never help. I have no team. I've never. Ask Aaron. He's known me since 2016. He makes fun of it. Blazin Star stands alone. I knew not to trust mofos out here. I'm my own person. Saying you're including me in shit you shouldn't include me in. If I'm going to play around, if I want to fuck with you because you're fucking with me, I can. That doesn't mean you get to mislabel me.
I need to go and read it, actually. I've glanced over it.
Hand off your taxes to an expert in your neighborhood. Now, your TurboTax expert can file for you, so you don't have to miss a moment. You've got better things to do than taxes. Have a local TurboTax expert file for you.
I know, Brave Little Toaster. I have to get that. I still have it. Got that browser for my YouTube ads.
Because we saw something and said something and they didn't like it. Hi, AI Grift Patrol. That demon talk is real, IMO. Yeah, I mean, what? Well, I don't want.
So Adam comes in and is talking about demon talk.
You know what? Her flipping product placement's pissing me off. You want to do shows like this and call yourself fair use, activism, bullshit, copyright, standards, whatever. You might want to mute during your product placement there. Bastards.
Demon talk is real, IMO. Yeah, I mean, what?
I mean, you've already said, yeah, go ahead, make fun of my shows or use my shows. That's you saying anybody use the shows.
What? Well, I don't.
So she can sit there and do product placement with Scary Terry, and she can do product placement as they're play fighting back and forth because they finally graduated troll school, play fighting troll school.
So Adam comes in and is talking about demon talk as he buddies up with the likes of child predators and child pred protectors. Terry used to being in the porn industry. I mean, come on now.
I want to call people demons, but just look at people's eyes. All right, just look at someone's eyes when they talk, what their energy is like. And here, let's look at these guys' eyes.
Look what StreamYard's now doing, blurring out the faces.
Do you find them love and light, honest people? I'm just asking. Adam Camacho.
What I see in your eyes is caked on makeup, like it's fondue on a fucking wedding cake. You overdo it every fucking time, and the grease, and your teeth are black. These are things that aren't your personal looks. You do that to yourself as you come out here and judge others. Now tell us how it's happening to Adam as he comes out here and tells me to put my teeth in, just like you. So you work together, right? Because he said the same thing as you. You see how dumb that sounds, Terry Joyce Randolph?
Show is going through it right now, big time, with some of the same players. By the way, some of the same players, Blazin Scar, adjacent to Liz Moldovan.
What am I doing to Adam? Adam came at me, said I was for him, and then why did I go against him? I asked Adam several times, like 4 live streams in a row, quit dropping my name, quit dropping my name, quit talking about me, before I had something to say back. These fake professional victim players don't get any pass with me.
I said that right, Liz Antoinette, right? And she's all up there, and she's talking about me. Blazin Scar, right?
Oh, what has Liz said about you? Oh yeah, she's talked about me too. Everybody gets talked about out here. Terry Joyce Randolph. Grow the fuck up. Put on your big girl panties. Stop calling your elderly mother to complain about YouTubers. You come out here so happy and glee. Oh, Liz mentioned my name. She's coming after me too. Liz doesn't even want anything to do with you and told you that much. But you keep wanting to put yourself in there. You're doing to Liz what you did to me. And pretty soon you'll be dropping Liz's name all the time like you dropped my name, saying that she's harassing you and for victimhood just like you did to me.
In there, right in there, batting it out, right? Like it's got to stop. And,
it's got to stop. So why don't you stop it and it all goes away? Do you not get that? I don't look your way until I heard you mention my name, which was today. And you did this yesterday. Thank you for the heads up on this, by the way.
Oh, it's definitely worth pointing out to people that it has to be pointed out. This has to be exposed. It's not okay for David Schroeder to run a defamation campaign with Thomas Schoenberger's defamation talking points about myself and other people, and then have a woman here, Sarah Rachel Adams, join it because she sees an opportunity to engage in the same sort of defamation harassment.
So this Sarah Rachel Adams, an account came to me and commented to me and offered me a few things. I had no clue who it was, and I turned it down, not wanting to get in the middle of this shit over here. And then later I see someone call that account Sarah. So I didn't even know, but I was telling that Sarah, no, I didn't want, so it's a good thing. But that's what these people do. Now, Terry Joyce Randolph has been calling out this Sarah Adams. It's not the first time. She brings this on herself. But when someone wants to commentate back to her, she has an issue. But she doesn't seem to have an issue about Adam Camacho talking about NTF's dead kid. Or Adam Camacho talking about my stroke. See, it's only those that she wants to say are harassing her that matter. But on the flip hand, she can go out and harass everybody and anybody. She's called me a Nazi. She's called me a right-wing extremist. She told me I was with the Hoax Wars crew. I'm still with Thomas. I mean, it goes on and on and on. This nut job does not get a pass. Enough is enough. And Terry Joyce Randolph, you need to cease and desist. Now, when you first started this, I did 5 videos, direct videos, asking you to stop. And now you've tried to pull me completely in. I see you doing the same thing to Liz with Adam.
I wonder if really in all those videos going on there, if she's actually going, I'm not with Thomas. It's that same deflection we heard about her calling the cops or not calling the cops, but she called the cops.
Adam's not smart.
Oh.
He's going to bite like a mofo. He's going to bite. Yeah.
Wow. Like you needed other people to bite so you could file a court case against him? Oh, because there's some vexatious litigants that need to be put on maybe even a Brady violation list for your freaking involvement in some other shit. Maybe.
It's going to be a feeding frenzy for Adam Camacho. And let him, because Adam Camacho buries his own self. Look, he bit with Clown. He bit with Gomez.
Why does she really be bit with Gomez? What is she really up to? Huh.
He bites with all the predators. You guys do it to yourselves. I'm going to sit back and watch the train wreck.
Oh, no, that's what I talk about. Is I'm just in the background, mainly listening, and to you guys steal my lines. Bass, plagiarist bullshit.
By the way, let me just point out too that in 2020, Sarah was like harassing me on Instagram with a sock puppet account that said the wig then too, and it's so interesting.
I did notice that the plagiarist state actors that are there for censorship industry are the ones to try to censor the artist. That way they can take over their lines and work and continue on. With the originator being canceled, I believe it was even the same way with Q, the originator Q, the Matrix movie. If you know all about that in depth, the original writer of Matrix, what happened to her. But anyways, I know you guys can't really go that deep. Most of you, anyways. There's a few there. There's a few, but y'all got your own departments too. What I dig into is not like, I'm not trying to tell everybody unless you're on this path of research. No, I mean, everybody's got their department, and you should be able to express freely enough to an exchange of ideas and talking about music. But oh no, you can't have that, huh? Oh no, because then Blazin Scarl will be like, they're all friends, right?
I'm sorry, 2020, it was 2024 that she did it. So Thomas Schoenberger started doing it in 2022. So Sarah's kind of been like, has she been harassing me with these guys the whole time? Like, was Sarah privy of a network? Was Sarah privy of a reputation management company-esque, person?
What do I have today? Just that therapy appointment for inner child work at 11. Oh, it's stupid. I hate it.
This woman is supposedly giving me a strike, a copyright strike, because she told me not to share her live stream. She says she's still working on it. The live stream wasn't even hers. It was David Schurter.
Dark PR.
He was commentating over, and then I commentated over. I can't fix stupid, guys. I can't. But I can get tired of stupid. And I'm really tired of stupid.
Or on somebody, a big campaign. Did she come and be a part of it? Long time ago? In an online world that we're all kind of associated with?
100% facts, Bobby Joe. That's all it takes. You're done, I'm done, it's over, move on. Don't have to bring it up again. All videos down, all content down, move on. I've offered that to many YouTubers who throw it in my face. Scabby's one of them. Nunya's another. I'm first one to offer peace. Take them down and go.
Whether it be Revolution Radio or comedians like, Owen Benjamin or, whatever, like, who are these group of people that run around in predator catcher communities and slam other people for being pedos, and they don't really, like, most of them. Now, Adam said that, there was somebody who was honestly outed for being guilty of this. That they knew, yeah, okay, but someone like me who is innocent of something like that, and yet they say it about me that way. How does that make them look legitimate overall?
Who in the predator catcher community is even addressing this woman to say anything like that? Nada, nobody. But that's who she's putting it on. Are you all calling her a child predator? Are you all calling her a pedophile? Is anybody in the pred catching community or the pred catching drama community calling her a pedophile? No. Why is she downright out here lying saying you are?
I mean, if you're batting like only one out of like, let's say 100 people, how legitimate? It means that you're not getting it right, and you're not able to step up and say, "Oh, I made a mistake. I'm sorry I said those awful defamatory things about Terry Joyce Randolph. Let me correct myself because I have no evidence of what I speak of." No, they don't do that because that's not the agenda. And my thought is,
I want to say, Telly got called out by her on the last show where I'm addressing her. He adds Telly to the list of people who's harassing her. And Telly comes underneath my videos like, this woman is saying I'm harassing her. And I didn't know the timestamp, but I said, yeah, she named you in the list. But I've never seen Telly harass her, ever. He asks questions. That's what Telly does. I've never seen him harass her. She's trying to whittle her way into the prey catching community and the prey catching drama community for victimhood rants. I'm warning y'all. I'm telling you right now, this is what's happening.
How do these people, do you guys not have jobs? Like, I can't finish that article right now because I got to go back and do my homework. That's due. Like, I have other things that I got to do that I have responsibility for. But how is it that you can just jump on Blazin? Tell me, Blazin Star, how is it that when I live stream, you're able to just jump on and snipe my stream at almost any moment's time? You can jump on, you can watch somebody else's live stream and you can get yours going with your group, harassing the very people that are talking about things that are involving anybody in your parameter homies there. Blazin, you're unemployed, right? You have
I did this like 2 or 3 times. That's it. Oh, wait. I'm unemployed. Yeah, honey. I went and got my college degree. I did way better than you in college, and I actually got a real college degree, not a fake one, where you can just come out here and slander about people and then call yourself a journalist. I believe yours to be fake because of how you speak.
Actually, the very people that are talking about things that are involving anybody in your parameter homies there. Blazin, you're unemployed, right? You have a rich husband? I don't know. Or are these people getting paid?
And I have a rich husband. Well, we did buy a new car Saturday. I heard people were talking about Ryan's car. Well, we actually bought a new car Saturday. Yeah. Didn't do a trade-in on our vehicle or anything. Does that mean we're rich? For fuck's sakes, you people. Just because you're not married, just because you're a poor white woman, doesn't mean I'm rich. You can tell why they're jealous and stuff. I don't understand these people. I don't get it.
To do what they do, like a reputation management company, by somebody higher up, maybe it's not even Thomas Schoenberger, that needs to stifle certain voices that are doing content and reporting on certain things that are happening on the internet because they want to take that person down.
Okay, so because people want to take her down, maybe there's someone even over Thomas Schoenberger now. Her paranoia is deepening. We're getting paid. I mean, for fuck's sakes, last week, Thomas and I were joking on, I wanted a raise. I wanted dental and medical. And Denise were in here joking about it because of the shit. He gave me I said, I want to go up to $600. By the end of the stream, we were up to $1,000 a month. Terry Joyce Randolph. Do you think Thomas is running around paying people $1,000 a month to get you off the internet? Make it make sense. Why would anybody? You're just, oh.
Huh? Is it? Because, there is proof that Thomas Schoenberger has given money to David Schroeder. There may not be proof of him like giving $500 a month, but I even have a receipt of that, of David saying it. When the first time I ever, communicated with David Schroeder.
See how she takes it? Because David said it. I said I'm an anon, so now I'm a non-anon. Like, say hashtag wig, and you'll be working with Thomas because you did what Thomas has done in the past. Even though 1,000 other people have said hashtag wig to her too, you're going to be tied to Thomas. See, I can't take this trip with her anymore. And neither should any of you. You guys need to let this woman know she's too far out on the ledge and you're getting ready to not be able to pull her back in. There's going to be no leverage. She's tilted too far over the ledge and the leverage is not in your favor to pull her back in from her delusions.
There are videos of Carrie Wolf, All Seeing You, talking about getting payment from Thomas Schoenberger to carry these LARPs and attacks on people using sock puppet accounts online. She admitted it. There are videos.
And that was years ago when it came to the cicada stuff and all of that, the Q stuff. You are so dumb if you think anybody, I don't know what happened back then. I don't know. But things are like at 10% of the LARP that they used to. Everyone's on to LARPs now. They can't pull the wool over people's eyes like they used to be able to. Everyone's onto it. If you think there's people out here looking for the spear of destiny with the Fango anymore and getting paid for it, you're sadly mistaken, Terry Joyce Randolph. You're delusional.
Said Thomas wants to say that he's going to sue me over is saying that, but there's a video of her talking about it, or there's evidence of her emailing Jesse Davis and Pavana Davis and admitting it. So we know there are people getting paid.
No, you do not know there are people currently getting paid. You do not even know about people that got paid in the past. Show their pay stubs, show where they're getting paid, and then bring that to current and tell us who's currently getting paid, because you just lied again and said we know there are people getting paid. Downright fucking lie. 100% a lie.
A Steam It, where a video of All Seeing You and Hoax Wars made like $1,600. There is evidence that what's her name? That attorney, Stephen Biss's wife, talking about how they can pay people through Steam It to be doing what they're doing.
Stephen Biss has been dead. That's been years ago. You're talking, oh my gosh, this woman is living in the past.
There is a trail, enough of a trail, of a speculation of money. And Sarah has paid David Schroeder. Sarah paid David Schroeder, and then he said those things about me. He is not saying those things because he's investigated any one of us and he has any facts. He's willing to say anything that anybody pays him to say.
It looks like you're willing to say anything you want to say, even without payment. And you're trying to wrap me up in this. Liz, do you know about this David Schroeder dude? Are you wanting to be wrapped up in it? Because I sure in the hell don't.
There is no...
This David Schroeder put out a GoFundMe, and I guess he was going to lose his home or something. And this Terry Joyce Randolph called the county or the city or whatever and got his personal information on his taxes and shit. That's what she's coming out here saying she was wrong about something on his taxes. That's what the beginning of the video is about. She admits to contacting them, and and then Jesse does a full background check on me. These people think they are victims. These people think they are the good folks as they pull other people in it. Not going over very well with me.
Discernment. And yet I saw a video yesterday where, the guy's trying to say that, there's these people, Thomas's minions are attacking David Schroeder because of, because he's coming out with the truth. No, guys, he's willing to take any evidence that he can use against Thomas Schoenberger's targets, including a white napkin.
And look in chat from Adam Camacho. Liz just admitted that she only got close to me for my footage and is now saying that Owen has given her access to his land. Liz, did you say that? I have my doubts.
Nationalist named Travis LeBlanc that has an association with the hate site called Kiwi Farms. And then he wants to sit back and go on his channel and accuse people of being neo-Nazi pedophiles when he's willing to take money from a white nationalist. Not money. He's willing to take information from a white nationalist.
Wow. I didn't think so.
And nobody questions that?
Yeah, me too.
That's just as stupid to me as not questioning what, Sarah Rachel Adams' white light language that she's mumbling in front of the camera.
John knows he's named.
I feel sorry for people.
Tanya Bliss right
that
there.
They can't see, that they don't have eyes to see the demon. They don't have eyes to see the truth. They can't tell.
She took Adam's demon word and has been playing on it. She don't know what she's saying. She's just out here running her mouth now.
When a grifter or a snake wants their dollars.
A grifter or a snake. Would that be you dropping out your dono link as you slander me? As you slander Liz and as you allow Adam Camacho to slander Liz in your chat room? And I'm only bringing up Liz's name because her name's here and she was mentioned in the list. But what about Telly? You mentioned him in your list the other day when I recorded it. What has he did to you? So how's Liz harassing you and stalking you? What is she doing to you? How is Telly? And how am I getting into your private life? And doing anything other than responding to your utterly ridiculous lies and connections. You're going to have to take some responsibility for your own mouth of lies, Terry Joyce Randolph.
And on that note, I must get on with the day. I wish you well, and take care of yourself and be kind to yourself if this is happening to you too. I'm going to go do that right now. I'll see.
She's going to go do that. She's going to go be kind to herself right now. Like wowza, 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 wowza. Anyway. So yeah, you get my point. Someone has to, this has gone too far. She's going to get exposed more and more because I know Telly's not the type if he keeps bringing up her name or if she keeps bringing up his name and saying he's doing stuff he's not doing. He's going to go in and question, do his Telly thing. Liz has been abundantly nice to this woman and tried to leave her out of her mouth. Even when she does bring her up, she says she doesn't want anything to do with her. I'm the one that mocks you. Terry Joyce Randolph, it's me because you've been doing it to me. But Liz is going to get tired of it too, just like she's getting tired of Adam doing it. So you're going to expose yourself more and more. And now you're trying to say the predator catching community and the predator drama community is calling you a child predator without any proof. Show me where anyone from that community has called you that. Because even the predators over there, the ones that I don't like, the Brandons, the clowns, the Gomez's, I've never even seen them call you that. They're exposed that she's a liar. That's what there is to expose. She goes around claiming to be a journalist with a 4.0 GPA, John. And that needs to be ran through the dirt and let people know what kind of journalism she does. That's my thought. It's not too cool to come out here and accuse people falsely, label people falsely. She doesn't like to be called that. I don't like to be called what she's calling all of us, each of us. There is a lot to be exposed with her. I mean, why is she trying to help this Adam out so much? She's wanting a door in. That's why she keeps bringing up the Telly, the Liz. She's wanting a door in to play victimhood more, to recruit more for her LARP of victimhood. That's what I get from it. Like no one has did what? Have I? Do I lie about her? Nope. Do I joke about her at times? Yep. But you've seen me leave this woman alone. Like today, I almost forgot about her. You see, but she is a predator. She's an emotional predator that wants to grip your emotions for her victimhood. An only child that contacted her mom, her elderly mother. The 60-some-year-old woman contacted her elderly mother and cried to her about YouTubers. And I, for one, don't like being labeled. Would you like to be labeled, John, that you work with Thomas or you work with David or you work with this and you're a harasser and you're that? Simply because you're in my chat room? Would you like it if people associated you with me? Just because you're in my chat room? It's not right. But it's awful funny when you say there's nothing to be exposed when there's a lot to be exposed. This is a failed porn star who lied saying she didn't give anybody a blowjob when she did on the set. And it clearly says in the porn, in the description, that she gives someone a blowjob. She calls people things that she's not, and she's trying to play victim. You call out the ones that do it to you or do it to others that you want to fight for. I don't think you necessarily want to call out the ones that you're okay with, John, in the fact that Terry is not a good person. She's not. She's not a good person. And she's okay with Dowd too. That makes me very sus. I'm not okay with Clown or Dowd or Shifty or Brandon or anyone that's had that accusation. And that's my right. So I think I'll pick and choose who I'm going to call and not call out. She's been asking for this for years. She just got done telling you how that other woman and her were going at it, what, on X or something years ago. This woman seriously needs some help. Okay. How about I'm free, free falling.
Loves her mama, loves Jesus.
I know, John. You just kind of going back and forth in chat. You're good.
She's a good girl. It's crazy about elf.
I appreciate you.
Loves
You appreciate me.
and her boyfriend too.
She loves horses and her boyfriend too. Have a good one, y'all.
And it's a long day living in Reseda. There's a freeway running through the yard. And I'm a bad boy, so don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart. And I'm free.
Blazin stands alone. What's up, Chisel? I wanted to kick that off before I got a copyright strike on it, even though I was on turbo mode there on DMB mode remix. Anyways, yeah, I've been working on something and I heard that kick off and I'm like, oh, I don't want that in there just in case I get hit for some type of copyright, but she doesn't. There are bait channels out there, I believe, that are like that. Oh, because she can play it and then they try to play it, same song. Other ones, they get their streams shut down, like in my situation here. So I just avoid someone like that. I mean, you've heard freaking Free Falling how many times in your life, you know? All right. Yeah, more about newer music. It was quite interesting. There's quite a bit of commentary that I could give to that. Besides, I mean, I could just sit there and swing it. So much of bullshit that she's all about. But I'm too busy on other things. But definitely wanted to embed that to have a little rerun show here. Yeah. Just to be able to do some social media drama news. Appreciate everybody joining in. Trying to see what I have here for some end out music. Thanks for joining in. And oh yeah, you know what? I kind of do want to play the rest of that Gary Newman. Let's play the rest of this Gary Newman track. See what happens. Hopefully we don't get butt Now I got stuff rolling today. What I'd like is to be able to find the flipping sweet spot onto where the music comes through a little bit better. But I'm retired, not messing with that stuff anymore. The way it comes through, it comes through. I can just see how the flipping, how the just on the icon there, the way it was bouncing around, how the filters kind of kicked in right there to make the sound shitty on purpose. Just like they're going to be blurring faces, right? If they see it, the AI detects a face there, they may start blurring that face if it might be on a cancellation list or targeting list. Anyways, let's see how this sounds for a little while. Thanks for joining in, and I wish I had time to actually drop a join link, but I don't. Is nasty, huh? It'll kick in and then all of a sudden it's just gone. So there has been something that I've been wanting to try. So let's see, it is sometimes like a Tetris puzzle, everything going on. This isn't going to be, horrible sound exposed. I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to check that link in the chat. Let's see how this goes for another few minutes.
Are about to be 6 and 3 at home and raised equals 63. Learn your Mathika.
Expose Zachary Hubbard mode.
Let's get him. Let's get him, guys.
Where do we start?
Few minutes later.
But Zach is one of the few that has properly called out a shizzle. He called me out properly. Think I'm subbing your dumbass channel? Why would I take Zach now? Right now I'm on the Expose Zachary Hubbard mode. I'm on the Expose Zachary Hubbard mode. Well, I have Jewish friends. Shizzle has Jewish friends.
Well, I have Jewish friends. Shizzle has Jewish friends.
Give you bad information and not care because it serves a purpose, just like when you go after people from a position of anonymity. And Telly's right. People go at your friends because they can't get at you. The only reason you haven't been doxxed yet is because they are incompetent. But you have to get lucky every day. They're only going to have to get lucky once. And who knows? Maybe I'll sell your name to the highest bidder. Probably not.
Hello. Can't hear you, mate. Who? Me.
Oh shit! I had my. Sorry about that. I think you're good. I had my mic muted. I apologize. Well, I think you are. I got my voice. I got the thing up all the way. Let's see if you're good.
Hello. Hello. Test.
Yeah,
test.
you're good. You're good.
Nice. Nice. So, yeah, you were telling the good people about some event that happened last night. Do you want to give your version of events?
Well, I mean, I pretty much already did. You kind of jumped my shit about the court thing, and then you talked about the people going at other people to try to get to me, and it's honestly not always the case. I mean, it is sometimes, sure, but I mean, Steven certainly has beef with a lot of other people. So does JD. So does Onion. So, I mean, it's not always the case, but it happens a lot. I agree. I 100% agree. I've talked about it many, many times. Mm-hmm. Do you think I can control that, though, Telly?
No. That was.
What was the point? I mean, I must have missed your point then, man. If I did, I totally apologize. I must have missed your point.
Well, there's an echo in here. Anyone? Is it me or?
I'm not hearing it. I do believe you though, but I don't hear it. Can y'all hear an echo in the audience?
Test again. I think it's gone now, maybe.
He did not ask me to not talk about it public. I literally said it. Oh my God! I literally said in chat that I wasn't listening. I was being a dick about that, but I was literally not listening. I had to fucking stand down. So if you did say that, then I didn't hear it.
So you had the sound down in the stream that we were in last night?
I did. I did because I got pissed off and I didn't want to come up there and act like a maniac and fucking rage out, which I probably would have.
Okay, you would have raged down. Okay.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. But
probably.
Okay, so you really got no idea what it was that I was saying. You just.
Well, I did listen at first, and that's what here again, Telly. That's what I thought you were talking about. I thought that was the whole point of what you were saying.
Yeah, well, it wasn't the whole point of what I was fucking saying.
Then I apologize. That's on me.
It wasn't about PHI. It was a little bit of what they maybe should have.
Well, you did get pretty pissed off about that, actually. To be honest.
Yeah, maybe if you'd have listened to the rest of the conversation instead.
Well, I did. You said you thought I made you a fool of you, and I certainly never meant to do that. That was not the intention at all.
I can accept that. Maybe if you'd have left the fucking sound up and come up and had the conversation.
I didn't want to, Telly. I did not want to. I didn't want to fucking come up there and be all fucking pissed off, man. That's my prerogative, right?
Oh, for sure.
That is my prerogative, right?
Well, can I say something? Well,
I'm just saying, that is my prerogative, though, right? You didn't answer that.
I'll tell you what's fucking annoyed me about.
Well, tell me, Telly.
Yeah, I'm going to. Is that we were having a private stream, which is fine. You might have got annoyed and you didn't listen to the whole thing. And the invitation was for you to come up and discuss it.
While y'all were attacking me.
Oh, but you turned your sound down, so you don't.
Well, I did know. I heard enough to know y'all were attacking me.
Or we were all attacking you.
I didn't say all. I said TBS and you.
Okay, so you heard me. All right. Here's the thing. Are you gonna let me finish?
I'm not talking. What?
No, okay. I'm getting an echo.
Oh, I don't know why, bro. Yeah, I'm not hearing an echo at all. So it must be your side.
Can you just mute up? I think it's coming back through you.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah, I think here's the thing that got me or surprised me was that we were having a private conversation, and maybe it was a bit uncomfortable for you, which is fair enough. And it was, I guess, a talking point. But here's the thing that got me. Was that you, rather than fucking stay in chat or come up on, and have a discussion with me, you went straight into community posts and started rage posting in public about a conversation that we were having in private. And,
oh Lord.
I don't have it.
Can I answer you?
Can you mute up?
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
There's a huge echo. I haven't finished my point. Is that we were having a private conversation And your response, in a rage, was to just go and start dropping community posts out there, which is fucking bizarre to me. No matter what the conversation was that we were having, no matter what the fucking topic was, that you would go and rather than fucking come up on panel and discuss it in private or stay in chat and keep commenting in private, your fucking immediate reaction is to go and drop community posts. And that is just fucking staggering. That's my fucking problem with you, Warbot. And your first reaction was, again, you said you turned the sound down, was you dropped in chat in there, was, well, you come up on my panel tomorrow and discuss it there on my platform. Okay, I just think that's fucking odd behavior, mate. That's my problem with you.
Oh, well, you know, like I said, I didn't know private streams were Fight Club. I didn't disclose anything private. I mean, at all. So, you know, I mean, people talk about shit that happens in streams all the time. There's no unwritten rule or written rule.
Well, maybe there isn't.
I mean, I didn't know we couldn't talk about. I mean, is it so secret? Is it so secretive that we can't talk about a fight we had on a fucking private stream? I don't get it, man. I don't get that at all. And I mean, what you call, I mean, dude, you sound like Nunez through fucking gaslighting me. What you call rage posting, I call posting. What's rage posting about what I wrote?
Mate, you're gonna mute up again, man.
I'm talking, man.
No, but it's echoing.
Well, it's echoing on your side. It's not echoing over here.
Mate, it's coming out of you.
Hold on a second, Dan. God damn it! I'll try to fix it. Hold on. Fuck. Let's see if this is any better, Tully.
Hello.
Is this any better?
Yeah, I think that's better. I think that's better. I think.
Okay, well there you go. I fixed it. Sorry, I didn't have some checked. I apologize. So like I said, I want to finish saying what I was saying. I don't see where I really rage posted anything. I mean, I literally said what happened, and that was it.
Well, you just said to me that you turned the volume down because you didn't want to listen to what
on some of it. Yeah, I mean, I obviously know enough to know that you guys were going at me, and I heard what TBS was saying, and I mean, I was like, I don't want any part of that, man. You're sitting there fucking making fun of me. I'm not gonna fucking go up there and just get attacked. Why would I? For something